Good morning, Scorpio. This is Fuel the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for the first half of October. I have shuffled these cards, cleared them, so I'll do it a few more times. I hope everyone is doing well. I know we want to get down to business, so I will do that. Wishing everyone the best. First card, the Three of Cups. The next card is the Devil. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. What an interesting mix for Scorpio. What an interesting mix. Okay, so I don't know why, but something's telling me to pull a card from over here. So I already shuffled these because they were a pain in the butt to shuffle. Seriously. And I told myself, okay, I'm going to use this deck and then I'm only going to shuffle them the one time and I'm just going to pull from the top. So I feel like I need to pull just one card to kind of give us something here. Okay, so I'm going to go for it. So your card is the Queen of Swords. What's going on, Scorpio? Who be messing with you guys, huh? Okay, let's put it right here. And I'm going to try to fix some of this lighting. You'll have to forgive me if I'm blocking you. But I want to kind of give you guys less glare. All right, so the Queen of Swords talks to me right now about some kind of like iffy situations going on here. I'm already feeling it. So it's like, we're going to go on to this, but I don't like this feeling. So I feel like there might be a female energy that is affecting Scorpio's energy. And what's weird, it's almost like a love-hate relationship because we get the first card, which is Three of Cups, which talks about celebration. Super obvious, right? Super easy. And about the good things and the good memories. But next to it is the Devil. So it talks about, okay, although everything was good and great at one time in your life with an individual or just in general, your life, your whole purpose, things were good and you were having a good time and celebrating these things maybe in September. But now October's rolling in and it's like a new fog is coming through. But what's interesting is your last card is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune talks about good times and bad times. Oh, that's just so funny that I'm talking about it. And it talks about the evolving of that, like the circular motion. It could be that in October, Scorpio's kind of in between places. And I'm sorry that, it's not like specific right now, but I have to read what I read. And I feel like there is this up and down feeling, and there's this good place that Scorpio's coming from right now. Maybe things have come together for you, and you're feeling kind of secure and a little more in a festive mood. Like things aren't so bad for you. Things have gotten and improved in a better form, in a better way for you. Something in October, though, kind of comes in and tries to kind of fuck with it, tries to mess with it. It doesn't have to be a person, it could be a situation. For example, you could be at work, kind of feels like work almost. It You could be at work and things are going swell, right? like maybe you're getting ready for your next yearly raise or next yearly bump or something like this, and it's looking good. It's looking good. The bosses like you. You're getting along well with others, and you're being productive, and it feels good. But let's just say, like somewhere in October, you hear something, and it's like not good, not healthy, and it could just be that there is a drop in the energy in the first half of October where things feel kind of volatile. It doesn't mean, though, that it's going to stay that way, but it feels like you're kind of like you're on a boat, like, whoa, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, like the water kind of moves like that, you know? And you might feel like you're in uncharted waters, I'm hearing. So, but it for you, Scorpio, I feel you have to stay on course. Okay, whatever comes into your path and tries to disrupt your course, you know, your speed, you have to stay on point. I want you on course. I don't want you falling off. I don't want you whatever in panic and doom and gloom, because whatever this is, it doesn't seem to be something long term or final. It feels like it's a hiccup. It's something that you feel and you're like, oh, and then all of a sudden it shifts again and it's just like, okay, now where am I at? But yet where you're at doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to be. It might feel like unsecure because you're just not sure what's going on for a bit in your life, in work or family or friendships. But sometimes it's the energy, not you, okay? Not others. It's actually the energy coming down and trying to put you on a particular course. So, what does that mean? That means that sometimes things don't look great, but really it's like a setup for what's to come and to put you in the right place at the right time to receive the right energy and for you to be in that energy. So it's about you, Scorpio, maintaining your course and don't lose yourself in whatever talk or whatever drama or whatever you hear that can throw you off. You stay on course because it could even not relate to you, but it could affect you in a wave of action. Like, say, your department, I'm using work again. I feel like it might be work. It feels more work. It's like, say your department's not being productive, but you've got the numbers, right? But it affects you because your department as a whole isn't producing. But at the end, you're going to go through this, like, you know, wavy storm on your boat or on your path, whatever, you know, rocky road. But when it comes to you going into the office with your employer, they're going to be like, look, we understand that your team isn't being productive, but we see that you can be, right? And then they say something maybe like, this is all just an example, but this is so you guys can understand. But maybe they say, well, since we see that you can produce numbers even in a period of a drop in your department, perhaps we could get you to lead and kind of delegate and organize and structuralize your team. Maybe we could put you in charge of 3 people and see how you do. Or maybe we'd like to see you meet these numbers if you have already met these numbers. So something that looks kind of scary could be really actually a really great opportunity, because here we go. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and on top, it looks very good. Now, see, you have this Devil card, which talks about some type of static. But this Wheel of Fortune, it's a circle and it comes around. It's a cycle. It's a period. And it doesn't have to be long term. It could be short term. And it's really all about you and how you handle it. Okay? Scorpio, that's how you handle it. And the first card that you received, though, was the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups talks about your stability right now and how you're in a good place. Not everything is perfect in life, but in reality, you've had some really good high moments in your life recently or over the past 3 months. I, I don't want to say 3 months to 3 years, but maybe. I mean, I just feel like in the last 3 months, I feel things have gotten a little better for Scorpio, and I'm glad to hear it. And this card kind of represents that. So I hope, you know, that these cards reach out to the proper Scorpios that this fits for. I know it doesn't fit for everybody, but that's how it works. We all readers only affect certain people, And so I know that for the other Scorpios that this doesn't relate to in any manner or way or fashion, I know that there's a reader out there for you, or maybe the next half will relate to you, or maybe if you watch this video again, things will start coming to you. So this is for the first half of October. And what I see is that Scorpio is in a good space. And then something along your path kind of brings in some negative, lower vibration energy. But here is the deal, Scorpio. You cannot panic. You cannot trip. You cannot freak out. You can't do any of that shit. You got to stay on course. Of course, you've got to open your blinders and always be aware of what's going on around you. That's in your family life, that's in your financials, that's at work, that's with your social life. Always be alert. If anything I can tell you in this video, not even related to these cards, it's always, I would tell all my signs, you have to be alert. It doesn't mean you have to be a bitch. It doesn't mean you have to be a dick. It doesn't mean any of those things. No. It just means that you're on point and that you're alert and you're paying attention in case there is a lower vibration, negativity, bad energy, bad sign, bad people, bad wave, whatever you want to call it, bad luck, bad juju, so that you're aware of it and that your antenna is on. And then you're like, okay, all right, so I see this devil energy coming around, whatever it is. It could be a person, it could be a work issue. And you're going to be like, okay, so my antenna is awake and I'm aware that I need to keep an eye on this card, on this energy, this vibration. I need to keep distance, possibly, and read it from afar. Be aware that it's aligned or around me, but it's not going to affect me. I'm not going to allow it to. And I'm going to continue in progress mode, right? And continue to receive those energies and blessings that you're getting, Scorpio. We would like to continue that. So your work here in the month of October is to be aware, keep those antennas open, pay attention. You don't have to address negativity like straight on. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. And that's all about you reading the energy, the environment, your workspace. When you go to work, you walk in, you're like, uh-oh, fuck, everybody is in a bad mood. Or you walk into your family's home and there's a problem. You're like, uh-oh, okay, there's something going on. I can feel it. It's like that, okay? Or you talk to a friend on the phone and you're like, uh-oh, okay, what's going on with this person? He or she is panicking. They're upset. You can tell already as soon as they start to speak. So it's kind of like that. So what am I saying? I'm saying that things are still in a good space for Scorpio. We see a hazard coming your way in the first half of October. And I'm talking to you about being alert and aware because it doesn't have to affect your progress. It could be a wave coming through and it doesn't necessarily have to affect you. Now, we pulled this big card up, right? And so I'm thinking when I see this that you may have to use that sword. So do you understand? What do I mean? I mean that if you have to cut something out of your environment or your energy because it's affecting you and your progress, perhaps October is one of those periods where you start to actually think about eliminating energies that aren't progressing or moving forward with you. They're holding you back. It's possible that it's a female energy because this card pops up as well. But I really do feel it's more about you looking at some of the things going on, Scorpio, in your life, and maybe considering, are these people or these energies or this this environment? Is it working for you? Because so far we see that things are going okay for you, pretty good. This is actually a really great card to get, right? For your first card. It's an excellent card to receive. It really, truly is. But then we see something that pops in, maybe, and it's not so great. And maybe it's a fear you have about something. Maybe you're waiting on a response or an answer. And so you're kind of falling into this dark space. Well, we don't want you there. You need to come back out and you need to stay on course, on focus, on point, because this was your first card. And we want to continue this energy, the Three of Cups. And your last card was the Wheel of Fortune, which talks about that possibility of having such great success in the month of October. Even if you have something, a negative wave go through you, go around you in your environment, in your energy, doesn't mean it has to mess with you. You want to stay on top, Scorpio? Then keep alert, be aware, and you don't have to be a jerk about it. Female or male, you just got to stay on point. This is all about business, social life, family life, finances, everything, your environment, your energy, your money, your vibe, the vibration you give off, what you want to relate to people, how you give it and how you receive it. So what I want for you in October is to stay alert, and whatever this negative wave that's going to come through ain't going to mess with you. Okay? Ain't going to rock you. You're going to stay on course. You're going to take care of your business. And if you have to address something, then you'll cut it, right? Or you'll look at it like the Queen of Swords energy. And the Queen of Swords knows what to do, right? And you may have to step up to the plate to take care of that. But that's all right because you are important. Scorpio's important. Your life matters. You matter. Your family matters. And you have to fuel yourself, whatever that looks like, if it's courage, strength, mental ability, love, money, whatever it is that fuels you to stay on course with your life path. All right. I'm Fuel the Soul, and I'm so grateful to read for you, Scorpio. God bless you, and we'll see you in the second half of October. Bye.